And welcome back to this edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we'll be taking on Map 15 from the Scientist, Forbidden Knowledge. Well, this map is a very busy map. There's lots to look at and lots to do. Let's have a look-see here. We have 129 kills to get, 2 secrets, and 30 items to find. And I'll be helping to show you exactly how to do that. But before we begin, I should mention that this is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform and using the mod WAD file SCI 2023, and we will be playing on the ultra violence difficulty setting in order to obtain 100% in all 3 categories. Alright then, well, without further ado, let's get out of the way of the chain gunner. I guess there's no avoiding that. So there's a chain gunner in front of us and a zombie man down at the bottom. So pistol starters, here are your shock meds. There's a health bonus, I guess, if you need it. So the first secret I find is very easy to miss because it's so quick. Now you notice we did not dispose of this pinky ourselves. It was already sitting here, and perhaps that raises some suspicion. Perhaps it doesn't, but in this case it should, because if we go up to the wall and press, indeed, secret number 1 is revealed. Okay, so we'll keep moving on to the next area. There will be a shotgunner to the right. There are some imps and some lost souls just in that building and just below. So we'll go ahead and just tappa the chain gun until they fall. There will also be some imps in the distance firing at us. They will be able to actually hit us from all the way down there, but we cannot get them. So we will just need to be careful. Just waiting for the imps to come out and play. So that's one. I think there's one more. Yes, if I can. All right, well, let's grab the backpack. And there it is. Okay, great. So the imp is fine. You can see now those 2 imps down there are firing at us, but that's okay. We'll move out of the way. There's a shotgunner right here. Switch over to the super shotgun because there are a bunch of pinkies in here. 4 actually. And you can hear the imps again firing at us from down the way. But first, let us dispose of these pinkies. And as you advance a little bit into the room, those pillars will lower and 2 imps will pop out, which we can dispatch with a regular shotgun. Go in here, of course, for some ammo, but don't forget to go into this little alcove because it's one of the items easily missed, and we do need to pick up 30, and that's the first of them. Another pinky in this room. Don't venture in too far. There is a shotgun right there at the corner. I think you can see his hand moving. Okay. You will also find a shotgunner in that corner, a pinky, and an arachnotron. So why don't we go ahead and dispose of the pinky? And we seem to be flush at the moment, chain gun ammo. So why don't we unload on the arachnotron with our chain gun. And pistol starters, here is your super shotgun. So from here, you can see there's a couple of imps down. Those are the ones that have been taking pot shots at us, so that's 1. And we just have to locate imp number 2 there. There it is, so it's right there. And okay, so we've taken care of those 2. If you need a stim pack or 2, there's some right there. You can pick up some ammo. But most importantly in this room, perhaps, other than the enemies, right there is an armor bonus. Very easy to miss. Do not forget to pick that up. So switch to the super shotgun, because as soon as you hit this switch, pinky comes running out, and we'll dispose of him. Back to the regular shotgun for the 3 imps on the ledge. And around the corner will be pinkies and an imp and a zombie man. So we'll take them in sequence. So back to the regular shotgun, I think, for ammo purposes. And of course, and a shotgun. Beyond that, there's a Hell Knight and a Baron. So we will. There's the pinky. So we will need to dispose of them as well. Whoops! I don't know why I decided to lean into both of those shots, but here we are. So let's super shotgun our muscular friends. So that's the Baron and the Hell Knights. Okay. Well, I could just go back into this room, I guess, and pick up some health while I'm here. I mean, why not? It's not exactly a far run. I did lean into those shots after all. Seems only fair in a backwards way. There's also a health pack over here if you want, and there's 4 shotgun shells right here. So let's switch now to the chain gun, because there will be a chain. You heard the Spectre, but the first enemy you're going to probably face is the chain gunner. It's right down there. You can see him, and there's also a zombie man, which we just took care of. Let's get rid of the Spectre. Duck back in because there's a shotgunner as well down this hallway. Okay. And now, before we move on, this is a very nice little curtain drake, little flag that's kind of fun. Why don't we press on it because it is secret number 2 with some health and the computer area map. So we do have both secrets now, so we don't need to look for them any further. Okay, so there's a couple of zombie men and a pinky. Okay. As soon as we step outside, by the way, so grab your whatever ammo you need. Because as soon as we step outside, the side demons are going to come pouring out right in front of us. If you can see that. There's some more, actually. There's more than 3. So why don't we just go ahead. They can shoot through the window. Sometimes it hits the bars or what have you, but peekaboo shots, I think, are still the best because they're, especially from this range, their shots will pack a bit of a wall. So let's go ahead. As you can see, there's quite a few. Some lost souls being released. I do find the super shotgun to be an effective weapon at this range for these enemies. Maybe the regular shotgun at this point. I don't know if there's any more side demons. I guess we can just poke our head outside and see. It doesn't sound like it. Let's make sure. Yeah, looks like we cleared the room, so that's great. If you need to help, there's a health pack here. Some flasks, and I guess we already have enough chain gun ammo. So we're pretty full now for the, or reasonably full anyway, for the equivalent of the BFG, this giant orb. So inside this room, before I open, I should warn you, there is at least one Mancubus, there's a Baron, there is a Revenant, but there's also an Archvile. So this is a very dangerous door to open. I prefer to let the Archvile come to me. As you can see, there's not a lot of room to maneuver in there. There's lots of enemies with lots of firepower. And we also hope to have some infighting. Oh, okay, well that was the best play shot, was it? Alright. So now we've taken care of the Archvile, who's of course our biggest concern. Whoops. Oh boy. I'm a little clumsy today. So why don't we just go ahead, I guess, use the rocket launcher. Why not? You can pick up, if you don't have them already, the bioguns, I guess, the equivalent of the plasma rifle. And do the full circle dance here where all the enemies were dancing around, because you have a whole bunch of these armor bonuses. Some are hard to see because of the corpses of the enemies, but I think we got them all. Alright, so we'll open up this door. There will be a lost soldier on the right, and I think the chain gun, before opening the door, there are some side demons. Be careful of the shots can't come through this little opening. There are some side demons and some pinkies to dispose of. I like using the chain gun. This is such a narrow little space. I find the chain gun to be a pretty good weapon. And it is harder for the side demons to get a good read on you, or a good bead, because of the narrow window, but not impossible. You can't go through. Oh, yeah, there you go. So there's a good example of it going through. I guess we could grab another. Let's get back. Where'd it go? Did I move it over to the wrong side for shooting purposes? I think I did. Where'd it go? I'm pretty sure I did not destroy it, but alright, well, I'll poke my head out and see what's doing. So there's a lost soul. Huh, okay, well maybe I did let off just enough of the chain gun ammo on it and it's gone. Okay, pardon me, I didn't notice. So there's the scientist as you come into the room. A couple of chain gun bursts and he's disposed of. We will find some shotgunners in here and some zombie men. Chain gun is perfectly adequate. You can always use a single shotgun, I suppose. The giant orb for the BFG for pistol starters for sure. And there's another shotgun around this corner. The zombie men were just here in the middle for both sides, depending on which. It doesn't matter which side you come in. Okay, as soon as we grab the red key, which is on the other side of this chair where the scientist was, we will have a bunch of enemies, revenants, barons, but most importantly, yes, a archvile coming on in. So perhaps just to start, although I suspect we may have to fight our way out here. A little bit in fighting, I guess, never hurt anyone but them. And we definitely do want to get rid of that archvile as soon as we can, because he's super annoying the way he keeps reviving the enemies we've already put down. Okay, I think there's only one way to dispose of him. Alright, I think that's just enough patience given to the archvile, and I think that end was deserved. So we can go ahead. If you want to use some rockets, sure, why not? It's tight here, so be careful, because it's easy to blow it up in your face, but just for the fun of it. Revenant is also looking to join the party, so let's wait for the Revenant to make its appearance. I think it ran down the other way, but we have some ammo waiting. Oops, okay. Don't be too impatient, because the Revenant will definitely come in. Oops. Ah, brother. Yeah, well, looks like I got outsmarted by the Revenant. There's no question about that. Oh, boy. Okay, well, there is health available. Not the end of the world, although a little embarrassing. Do we have some health here? We do. I think there was a little bit back here, unless I'm mistaken. Yes. All right, so shame partially erased. We can continue on. So I'll just grab some ammo. Any further health or like a stim pack or shotgun would be fine. Okay, I think we're good to go. Now we're back up to 100, so mistake erased in part. So we will have a chain gunner to the left and a zombie man. And just through the opening over there, I believe a pinky, yes, and a shotgunner. There will also be enemies through here. Shotgunner, pinky, and imp and shot, and imps and shotgunners. So we got all of them. We can move on. We will visit that area to collect the weapons, I suppose, after, but for now we can't get in. Mancubus waiting for us with some pinkies. There's also a cool prop in the room that he's guarding. It's a table saw that like saws its victims in half, side even around the corner, and a couple of shotgunners in the room too. Dispose of them in a moment. Switch to the regular shotgun, I suppose. Zombie men, pardon me. And there's the shotgun. Okay, so 1 in 1. This is a cool little detail, like with the saw and the hammer for torturing, I guess. And there's the partially constructed coffin, I guess, once they finished with you. And our poor fellow Doom guy. Oh goodness. Actually, I won't do it, but if you do touch, actually, there's a maybe I shouldn't. If you do touch these blades, it will damage you. I find that super fun, and I don't recommend it unless you have a lot of health to spare, because they will give you some serious damage, but they do damage, and I find that a really nice feature by the designers. There will be an imp right here, but there will be a Revenant just around the corner on the left with a pinky friend, and we will look to dispose of both of them with the super shotgun. Okay, well, we've already gone ahead and taken care of the enemies in this little area, but like I mentioned, we could grab the... See, I love that saw blade. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of it, but I do love the detail. So we already disposed of the enemies, what I was trying to say, in that little closed off area. We just went to collect the weapons. Don't forget to come down this way. There is an armor bonus, so we're doing okay. We're only missing one item. So far so good. So regular shotgun for the imp. We can get to the imp first, we can. So we can use the shock mitts, we can use the super shotgun. There seems to be a line. They don't really seem to come out very much. I think they stop right here at the red brick, which is less fun, because if they can pour it out, it would be a little bit more challenging, but that's okay. There's quite a few of them anyway. These alcoves don't really do anything. Inside the room, coming up, is the scientist. and a chain gunner and some other enemies. So I would recommend taking out the chain gunner first, and then maybe just pummeling the scientist before he disappears. Okay, there's also a side demon in this little alcove, so if we race into this room, that would be a big mistake. And grab the mega armor. So, we're looking good there. Grab some ammo. Yes, there are some chain gunners up and away. It's hard, but I think we can pick off a few. There's a whole bunch in that upper floor there. I don't see any others. Okay, well, we'll just have to tackle them from below. So again, with the chain gun, we have some shotgunners, a zombie man, and 2 or 3 pain elementals. Not side demons this time, but the actual pain elementals. With a healthy dose of chain gun ammo, I guess we can just unload on full automatic. If you want to be a little bit more finessed about it, that's okay too. So there's a pinky here. There will be an imp in the tower to the left and an imp just to the right of us. So let's do the imp to the right. We're just trying to be aware of the shotgunner and the chain gunners who are around the corner here. The zombie man, I guess it is. So let's get that imp who's nicely placed between those pillars. He's hard to hit. Alright, so there's the zombie man. Switch back now to the chain gun. In all these windows, you can see them. There's 3 or 4 at least chain gunners in there, and they're just looking to take a strip off us. So be alert. Don't know if there's any more. There's a couple of shotgunners here. There's a shotgunner up there as well. Pinky. It doesn't sound like there's any more chain gunners. I think we were successful in just polishing them all off with the chain gun. Our last item, don't forget it, right here is the armor bonus. If you take a look, we now have both secrets, and we do have all items. So for the last switch, it's right here. That'll take us to the exit, which is now open. So just before we step in, final recap, 151 out of 151 kills, 2 out of 2 secrets, and all 30 items. Well, you know what that means. It means we are done. And that was Forbidden Knowledge, map 15 of the Scientist. A good map. I do love those blades coming down in that room with the saw and the hammer and the partially constructed coffin. The melee areas with the archviles make it tough. I really enjoyed this map, and I hope you did too. And if you picked up some tips and tricks on how to find those secrets, how to take on the enemies, and how to pick up all of those items without missing any, well, that's great. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any further videos that I upload. But that's it for this edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Next time, we will be taking on map 16 of the Scientist, Price of Progress, and I hope to see you there. Thanks very much.